Donald Trump is on Twitter.com. Literally right now, this is 20 minutes ago. The least effective of our 53 Republican senators, and a person who truly doesn't have what it takes to be great, is little Ben Sass of Nebraska, a state which I have gladly done so much to help. At Sass was as nice as a rhino can be until he recently won the Republican nomination to run for a second term. Then he went back to his rather stupid and obnoxious ways. Must feel he can't lose to a damn. Little Ben is a liability to the Republican Party and an embarrassment to the great state of Nebraska. Other than that, he's just a wonderful guy. So Donald Trump is already culling the herd of the Republican Party. It's already happening. Um, so I've got this article I was in the middle of reading before the show started. And I like doing the highlight thing while I read articles, just, in case there's text I can skip. So I'm just going to read this. This is on the Hill. Um, I always start reading articles like right before the show starts. I try to see if there's anything else I can pile on, and then I never finish reading any of the articles and I never end up talking about them. But Trump's having a meltdown live, and Republicans increasingly are seeking distance from Donald Trump. Mitch McConnell is trying so hard to get Amy Coney Barrett nominated and confirmed onto the Supreme Court because he knows the Republican era is over. The era of white nationalism taking place in a political party is over, or at least it's ending. The era of that being the reigning form of government, it's done. It's gone, all right? It's gone, all right? So, what way is there for people like Mitch McConnell and other Republicans to get their agenda furthered without having to be a part of an open white nationalist political party? That's the Supreme Court. Having a 6-3 Supreme Court with a 47-year-old being the new justice, that is going to mean that this court is going to be ruined, assuming that there is not court reform, which, let's be honest, has to be on the table. But assuming that there is no court reform, right, the next couple of years are going to be a disaster, are going to be an absolute fucking nightmare. So they know that. They're aware of that. The idea behind the Republicans in the Senate right now is, can we hold on to the filibuster? Can we prevent things like court reform for as long as possible and just lay low? Just lay low. Maybe we'll hold on for another 6-year Senate term. Really, but let's be honest. Do you think Lindsey Graham, if he wins this Senate race, do you think Lindsey Graham is going to be winning another Senate race in 2026? Of course not. This year, and maybe 2022 will be the dying breath. Maybe this is just a dying breath, but 2022 will be the dying breath. But there are a lot of Republicans right now that have hung on for far too long. Lindsey Graham is one of the biggest examples, right? And it's really, I think, give it a couple more years, and I think they're toast. Right now, they might squeak on by. They might get that 6 years extra bonus because the Constitution gives senators 6-year terms, because why the fuck not? Who cares about democracy, right? So they might last for another 6 years. But these Republicans are going down, and one of the ways that these Republicans are thinking of maybe not going down, maybe I will have an extra 6 years, maybe I'll be able to hold on just a little bit longer. One of their ways to do that is by going against Trump. So let me read this article from The Hill. There have been many Republicans that have been going after Trump recently. They know it. The writing is on the wall. I'm just going to look at Real Clear real quick. Let me just look. The RCP average right now for Biden is he's up 9 points with a 51.3% lead over 42.3 on Donald Trump. The race is over. There is a small chance that Republicans are going to cheat this election, but honestly, the idea that you see a lot of senators and a couple of other high-key Republican figures going against Trump right now means that they're probably not willing to steal the election. Are they willing to risk all of the power that they've gained over their entire lives, right? Who knows? Just for Donald Trump's fucking stinky asshole? I don't know. With the 6-3 Supreme Court, I feel like one of the ultimate agendas of the Republican Party has been completed. I don't think they need Donald Trump anymore. I think they're throwing Donald Trump away like they would throw anyone else away that's fully utilized their worth. So let's read this article here, because there's a bunch of these Republicans now that are breaking in ranks. More and more Republicans are running for the lifeboats, with President Trump sinking in the polls less than 3 weeks before the November elections. A growing number of GOP lawmakers are scrambling to distance themselves from their party's embattled standard bearer, a shift that's both illuminated Trump's tumultuous tenure in the White House and driven cracks in the GOP's united front at a particularly inconvenient moment for the unpopular president. Again, for the president, yes, this is an unpopular moment, or this is a bad thing for him. He's losing. He realizes his ship has sailed. If Donald Trump were even remotely intelligent, he would try to push the Amy Coney Barrett hearings into the lame duck, because they can still do it, right? They're already dedicated to doing whatever the fuck they want, so they can still do it in the lame duck, but that would be able to hold on to the SCOTUS as a reason for people to vote for these Republican senators, right? But they're not doing that. They're going to go full steam ahead on Amy Coney Barrett and sacrifice Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is too dumb to respond. And like I said, he's just having a meltdown on Twitter. The least effective, right? Like the least effective, right? Wouldn't the least effective, like, Republican senator be someone? I don't know. I'm not going to get on that. But for vulnerable Republicans at risk of losing seats, the detachment appears designed to attract independent and moderate GOP voters who have soured on Trump over 4 years in office. Others seem to have written the president off and are now burnishing images of political independence in preparation for a Trumpless Washington. It's about survival for some. For others, it's about positioning for the post-Trump world, said one former Republican lawmaker who estimated there was only a 5 to 10% chance of Trump winning a second term. The writing's on the wall, folks. If you're still out there going Trump 2020, Trump 2020, like, you know, cherish these moments, because your dreams are going to be very, 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 very crushed very, very soon. So post your Trump 2020 in the chat, in the comments. Post it. Get it out of your system, right? Get that done. You know, rub one out to the Trump campaign. It's coming to an end very soon. National polls show Joe Biden leading Trump by an average of nearly 9 percentage points. And Biden is also ahead in Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, critical states that Trump carried 4 years ago. Biden also has a very high chance of winning a state like North Carolina, which is where I live. In fact, Trump's campaign manager, Bill Stepien, has been darkly pessimistic in private conversations, leaving campaign staffers with the impression that Trump will lose the White House, Axios reported. The fissures are also showing on Capitol Hill. Senator Lindsey Graham, a close Trump ally, acknowledged this week that the White House might for the White House might for the Democrats taking. Nice job, The Hill. I rely on your reporting, your center-right reporting, to get my news so that I can feed my fucking fan base with their news. And you can't even speak proper English. You can't even write with proper grammar. The Hill is officially canceled, folks. That the White House might be for the Democrats taking. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is refusing to consider a massive emergency stimulus bill favored by the president. And Senator Ben Sasse, the least effective senator, the least effective. They can't get anything done, folks. Nebraska, who occupies a safe red seat, issued a searing rebuke telling Nebraska voters that Trump has used the White House for profiteering, cozied up to white supremacists, and botched the federal response to the coronavirus at the expense of thousands of American lives. The writing is on the wall. Biden is going to win this election. Trump is toast. Trump is toast, everybody. They're done. They're gone. Whew, right? He refused to treat it seriously. For months, he treated it like a news cycle by news cycle PR crisis, Sasse said on a conference call with 17,000 constituents, the audio of which was leaked to the Washington Examiner. I'm now looking at the possibility of a Republican bloodbath in the Senate, and that's why I've never been on the Trump train. The criticisms are spilling far beyond the Capitol. On Thursday, Massachusetts GOP Governor Charlie Baker, who has clashed with Trump over coronavirus response, announced that he cannot vote for the president next month. On Friday, another Republican governor, my former governor, of Maryland, Larry Hogan, said he'd cast his ballot in favor of a write-in candidate, the late Ronald Reagan, remembered for his hopeful vision of America as a shining city upon a hill. I fucking hate Larry Hogan. Just a reminder, I lived in Maryland during the last gubernatorial election. The Democrats, right? Maryland's a blue state, but they have a fucking Republican governor. Are you kidding me? The Democrats voted for Larry Hogan over Ben Jealous. Why? Because Ben Jealous was pro-Medicare for all. The corporate ghouls that control Maryland's Democratic Party abandoned their own candidate in the general election in 2018. Really makes you think. But again, you have a lot of other of these situations. I didn't highlight the rest of the article. I'll read a little bit of it. You have Martha McSally voted to acquit Trump in the impeachment trial earlier this year, but repeatedly refused to say during a recent debate with the Democratic challenger Mark Kelly whether she was proud of her consistent support of the president. That was a funny clip I should have played, actually, of Martha McSally saying, I'm proud of everything we've done. But are you proud of the president? I'm proud of everything that we've done. But are you proud of the president? I'm proud of everything that we've done. Right? Isn't that really interesting? The Republicans are saying it here, folks. Loud and clear. Loud and clear, right? It's over. Donald Trump is over. Right? It's gone. It's gone. The dream is gone. So, hopefully that triggers a certain contingent of my viewer base. And hopefully it emboldens another contingent. I've got some cold brew coffee here with some ice in it. God bless. If Biden wins, the right will be energized and instigate more violence. That's correct. Biden will do nothing to stop them besides say a few empty words. Well, Trump will do nothing to stop them. We shouldn't, vote based on what a Proud Boy in Oregon might do. The cops in this country are basically a right-wing government gang. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct.